This is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the actually it was newly shown, I guess, Saesee 10 from the Clone Wars. This is the Tartakovsky 2D version. They showed all the pretty pics, blogger pics earlier today, and then it went up for order, no notice. And by the time I got the notification, I went in to go try to find it, and it was actually in the almost gone status, and now it's already waitlisted. So, just kind of wanted to show you guys this guy. Pretty cool if you're if you're a Clone Wars person and you're 2D, especially 2D Clone Wars, because Tartakovsky Clone Wars was pretty dope. You've got some really awesome looks, unique looks in it. Animation was pretty stellar. So, it was a little goofy, but it was definitely kind of more like that Samurai Jack kind of feel to it. But in Saesee 10, of course, and this was just pretty dope, as far as like a pretty unknown Jedi. So like when they released the original version and he didn't come with the Clone Wars mask and stuff like that, I was like, well, maybe they'll do something separate for him. So I didn't get him. Now I wasn't going to get him anyway. I guess that's not true. I was kind of balancing between him and Plo Koon. I decided to go to Plo Koon route and pick up Plo Koon, who still has not arrived, which is crazy. It's supposed to be here in March. Everybody's got theirs. I still don't have mine. No notification from Sideshow yet. But when I saw this one, I was like, I gotta have him. This is absolutely perfect. This is a great exclusive too. Exclusive should be basic characters, or I guess variants of basic characters that don't take up a regular spot. So people who don't want him it's not taking up a regular release spot, and for the people who want him, they'll pick him up. And I think this was only like 2,500 units, and it's already gone. So for everybody's kind of making fun of the non people who don't really watch Clone Wars. They're more of a Revenge of the Sith person, watcher, talking about Saesee 10 was useless and he didn't do much, and he got killed first, and when Palpatine jumps across the room and all that other stuff. But in Clone Wars, if you're 2D Clone Wars, and even in the regular Clone Wars, Saesee actually was pretty busted. So really all the Jedi, they did a great job of making the Jedi showing what they do as far as power wise, more so than a live action. That's why animated kind of really does have a lot of perks. But this was a pretty cool look. Like I say, he's got the armor, just kind of like a little variant of it from the Obi-Wan. I'm sure it's just a lot of Stormtrooper reuse. But the cloak is new, of course. The helmet is new, fits over his head perfectly. The only thing I wish you could have gotten this would have been like the upside down horns, because he does have they do kind of like a W, both sides of the head, in the Clone Wars sometimes. And I don't know if that's just an animation change or what, but most time when he's talking, they're down like this, and then a lot of times when he puts his helmet on, they're upside down, but they are, then all of a sudden they're not. So it's just kind of unique. But that aside, this is a really good live action interpretation of this. So, of course, I'm not expecting it to be a complete one for one, and it's not, but it is very, very, very close. And I've got a perfect place for him to go in the collection, like I say. And as you guys have seen, I'll hopefully probably do one, I guess not at Plo Koon's kind of like in perma delay. I'll probably go and do like a collection tour and show you guys the updates to the room, for Hot Toys and for my Transformers. But this got a perfect spot for him. He's going to be helmet on the whole time, never going to see his face, which is this is my ideal for this look for him. And looking forward to it. Like I say, pretty slim offering, and he wasn't really expensive, $285. That's not bad. Hot Toys getting a lot of reuse out of this head sculpt, which is a good head sculpt. I mean, it definitely is. The body's probably the same, I'd imagine. Clone parts, maybe some bespoke pieces that they had to make for him, like definitely the mask or the helmet, and then the little apparatus that attaches to it that fits on his chest. I'm sure that's probably magnetic. But not a lot of hands. The regular Star Wars base. But at the end of the day, it's like that's all I really need. It's just I wanted this look, and was kind of really looking for something unique for the collection, and this is pretty much it. It's kind of adds to my and the shelf of, or I guess my Hot Toys display, which is a lot of kind of limited exclusive pieces and stuff that just not super popular. And I think this is definitely one that's going to be great to have on the shelf. Great presence and just a super cool look. I mean, a Jedi looking like this look kind of like almost like a nice and Old Republic. KOTOR kind of look is essentially, as opposed to like a modern day Clone Wars, a modern day Jedi from like the early Clone Wars, things like that. So this definitely has a very old nice look, and I'm pretty impressed with how they executed this. Hot Toys have been really cooking. I guess I'll probably do like a little short video on I got Vi in, and her and Jinx Hot Toys just did a bang up job on those guys. So I'll probably do that later and get that out to you guys. But yeah, just want to let you know, got this in, or got the DOPO on this. So, I was able to get in there before the wait list showed up. So hopefully you guys, if you wanted it too, you got him as well. If you decided to get him, let me know. That'd be great. If you were kind of like Saesee 10 who, or part 2, nobody cares about this guy, let me know. And if there's anything that from this whole release, because you got the Ezra, you got the Sabine, which are also great releases. We finally got Sev, now and they were teasing Fixer, so hopefully Fixer comes soon for you guys who are picking up the Republic Commandos. That's awesome. I did not get any of those guys, so I'm still debating on Sabine, which is why I haven't done a DOPO video. She might not be a DOPO. She may be like a 3 or 4 days down the road once I figure out exactly if I can make her fit in my collection, because currently I don't have a spot for her, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just want to let you guys know what's going on with this. Another DOPO on the books, and let me know your thoughts. Thanks so much for hanging out. Later.